Well, hello, everybody. Hi. Good evening to you. Oops, glasses tilt. So look, the little white round circles in there. Hey, Alicia, Patty, hello. Michigan Daffodil, hello. Howie, hello. Cheers to you. Good to see you on here. Good to see you even here. What has it been? Has it only been a year? Has it actually been 2 years since you got so sick? I think it's been 2 years, right? And you're still with us, and they had you, like, days from being not with us anymore. I mean, you're amazing. You really are. Connie, hello, hugs to you. You finally can see me. Donna, hello. Grammy Karen, good evening to you. Oh, you guys are just amazing. Yeah, Alicia, you can't take cold medicine, so yeah, so when colds hit you, obviously. So, we've done all the herb series and everything, but we'll get into all that in a little bit. But just want to do our YouTube is slow to start the video. Okay. Well, we will just visit for a little bit. We'll visit. So, yeah, Howie, how long has it been, and how are you doing right now? Actually, too, that would be good to know. So, yes, I just got my hair cut this afternoon. It's short, but it's good. Did I see Alfred stealing Morgan's big tractor bucket? Oh, is that what it was? I have it on my to watch list. I was working a lot today, and I almost didn't go live tonight because I got so much work to do, but it was like, oh, this is really a nice break for me too. Even though I have to prepare for it and all that kind of stuff, it's a nice break for me. Oh, hey, Dave, how are you doing? But I'll have to watch that. So thanks, Alicia. You were sick from last Monday to oh my goodness, Connie. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll have to watch that. Hi, Patty, Southern Blessed Homestead. How are you doing? I do not have my tree yet. I'm planning on getting it this coming weekend. So I'll get it up 2 weeks before Christmas. So, but I'm trying to get things arranged and organized so that I can figure out. All right, Karen. You got a scary estimate for getting your heating system replaced. Oh, oh no, Dave. Yeah, it's like wood stove, right? Something that'll last 100 years. Oh my goodness. Well, Howie, that's awesome. That's great. Yours is a new flocked faux tree. Oh, white lights prelit. Ooh, pretty. You have a rainy day, but you got some fermented carrots started. You guys are so good. Hey, here, Gear. Is it Gryden? Gear Gryden? So, figure something out. Okay. A lot of people are only able to listen and then do dishes or cook or whatever. And I totally understand because this is right over the dinner hour. So I I completely understand. I'm just so happy that you're even here in one way or another. Hey, Kiri, you're exhausted. Oh, wow, 7 bags of leaves. I know. I have stopped raking right away as the leaves come down and stuff like that in the fall because all of my trees can be down and the leaves all dried up, ready to go. But across the street, the neighbor has 2 or 3, 2 for sure, maybe 3, large maple trees, and they used to be babies. Now they're gotten really big, and they drop their leaves really late. And so it's like a month after mine too. And so I can have my yard all cleaned up and everything, and then all of a sudden he start dropping, and the wind blows. He's on the west. He's west of me, so I get the west and northwest winds come in, and all of a sudden my yard is full of his leaves, and he doesn't have to do anything in his yard because he doesn't have any leaves left in his yard. They're all in mine. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I've just waited, and that's why I raked last weekend and got them up. But I totally hear you. A wood insert for your fire. Oh, that would be so great, Connie. Excellent. Hey, Bex. Yes, leaves make great soil. They definitely do. Call you gear. Okay. You've moved 10 or 11 trailers of leaves. Wow. And you're trying to expand your permaculture. So you are well on your way. Doing so well with that. That's great. Too much crazy weather. I I usually am on top of the weather and what's happening around the United States a lot better than I have been, but I haven't really been catching up on temperatures or, you know, patterns and weather and a lot of rain or not. So I don't know what you guys are getting in the South right now. Sorry. Oh, you have an apple orchard diagonally across the street. You get all their leaves. Oh no. Oh, it's like if they could deliver some apple wood to you, it wouldn't be so bad. Then you could smoke it, right? I don't think you could smoke the leaves. It wouldn't work out quite as well as the wood. Oh, leaves are mostly piled up in pockets from the breezes there. You found one leaf that's nearly black. Ooh. Well, there you go. It's just a little gift, right? It just blows right in and it's right there. Very good. That's awesome. Well, what else did I do? It's been a little chillier here. I think yesterday we were above freezing. Today it was like 23 degrees or something, and so kind of hitting that zone there in that way. No, I totally hear you, Kiri. They definitely need to be cleared. Absolutely. 6 days of rain forecast here. Where did the sun go? Oh, I forgot to get my water glass when I'm talking for an hour. I need it, so you have to excuse me. I have some Sprite here. I don't like drinking out of a bottle in front of you guys, so I apologize. But I get too dry. Speaking of dry, the air has gotten so dry here because we've been running the furnace and stuff, the heat a lot because it's gotten so much colder. Been down close to in the single digits at night and everything. So the air in the house is so dry, and so I need to finally got my cool mist vaporizer going, and it's I don't know if you can see it right there over my shoulder. And so it puts about a gallon of water into the air every day to even try to get up to like a 20 or 25%, something like that. So, Duncan, hello. My goodness, it's been a while. Thank you for coming in. Didn't need a coat, so yeah. I know I don't like to usually drink soft drinks, but it was something I grabbed. I was out running errands and stuff. So, Deb, hello. Lots of snow and cold here in north central Washington. That's what I heard. You guys are really getting it out there right now. You're getting it, and it sounded like Idaho was getting a lot of snow. Um, Eastern Minnesota and southern Minnesota have been getting a lot more snow. Matt and Sarah got quite a bit, and I think like into Wisconsin. But Out here in West Central Minnesota, I just everything melted except for what was in the shadows, and it's we got a light dusting this weekend, but otherwise nothing. It's so all the grass is showing at this point, and it's all turning brown. But otherwise, yeah, I just other places are getting 6, 8, 10 inches of snow, and I'm sitting here kind of dry right now. We've had winters like that. We've had brown Christmases before. They're not fun. They're not fun at all. We're getting it. So your friend in Washington is getting tons. That's what I hear, just out there. If you had hail, oh my goodness. Yes, yes. Duncan, I hear you. Absolutely. I totally get it. Well, so um, put in the comments yes or no if you've decorated for Christmas. If you're yes, I know you're like an early bird type of person. If no, then you're either just really, really busy and real late, or you choose to do it later. I just want to see about how much um, we got going here. So, Grandma Karen, yes, I imagine you would be. Dave, you're half done. Brenda, no. Alicia, yes. You've had 3 feet of snow over the last month. Oh my goodness. The tree is up, candles in the window, needs more stuff throughout. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I should be getting my tree this weekend. And then but I'm trying to get things arranged and cleared out and taken care of before that all happens. I also need to paint a wall before that happens. So, no, I didn't get my lights up. And this weekend, it would have been perfect to do that because it was above freezing and it was nice, but other things got in the way. You don't decorate so you're ready to laugh. Oh, there you go. So, um, I'm going to give my tips here tonight before we get started, because this can end up getting into a long conversation here tonight. But my garden tip, even though it's winter, is to start buying your seeds and planting your garden. I want to see a hands if you've already started buying your seeds. And I actually have. I don't know. Did I show you guys last week what I bought? I think I did. You don't decorate your house either. Did I show you the seeds I got? I think I did, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I remember doing that. So, yeah, something I've never grown before. Ground cherries. You got them already. So no decorating yet. You keep it simple. Yeah. Grandma Karen, oh, that is great that you're really good about saving seed. Very good. Very, very good. All right. So got some seeds today. Got Ivan tomatoes. Oh, that's so cool. You're enabling everyone else. Oh, you could have seeds for an army. I know. That's why I've got these, but I mean, really, I was just kind of topping off everything I have. So, oh my goodness. You tape green paper together to make a Christmas tree. Oh, that's very sweet. Just a reminder that I have a channel over on Odyssey too, and what it does is it syncs all of my YouTube videos over there. So if, like I said, if anything were to transpire here, that I'm able to still have all of them over there, and they're all saved and on there, and it automatically updates them when I put up one here, like in my lives. So um, yeah, so just want to make sure, and if one of my mods want us to put that link in the chat, that would be great. It's below in the show notes, so if anybody forgets, my Odyssey channel, so if you can go over there and subscribe, that would help. Doesn't mean you have to be over there watching it or anything like that, but it just helps me to get some subscribers over there, all right, so my prep tip today is about water. It doesn't matter where you are, if you're in an apartment, farm, or whatever. Especially with winter, well, any time of the year, summer storms, winter storms, but winter is harder to get a hold of water. It's harder to, it just feels weird. It's harder to have access to like natural water, like in a stream or something like that, especially in the north. It's so much more difficult, especially if you need to, filter it and purify it and all that kind of stuff. So, we have plenty of winter storms that come through in the north. We have blizzards and ice storms and different things that can do power outages. There have been other causes of power outages recently that have been human related, if I can say it like that. So American Homestead just put up a video on that. I have not watched it yet, but anyway, hey Gil, Sean, hello, you're here finally. It must be, well, I know it's dark there already, so what is it, 3:00, 3:15? Must be getting dark, so you can't work on your house. Your cabin is looking so great too. It really is. But anyway, no matter where you are, there's going to be situations that you're going to need water, and just have extra water stuck around somewhere. I would say have a minimum of 3 gallons on hand at all times. A minimum, something that can get you through for drinking, for if you need to, up to a week, but a gallon a day for drinking and for cooking and for brushing your teeth, things like that. It'd be nice to have more than you can, flush the commode and stuff like that, but just at least for drinking and for cleaning and cooking, just to have a minimum of 3 gallons on hand. And like I said, you can do it in any way you want. If you want to have it in individual gallon jugs tucked away, if you want to can it some in jars and have it on your shelves so you have good water up there, different things like that. I'm seeing, oh no, Sean, what happened? Use melted snow. Hey Debbie, good. You're sick. Oh no. You've been working so hard, and you probably have worked yourself into just run yourself down, I bet, huh? Kiri, oh no. Yes, we will pray that you get better soon. Absolutely. It's just a winter bug. You're still working? Oh my goodness. Well, that's why you got onto this one, huh? Because we're talking about colds and flu. So anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, water. So I have some on hand. Store it in a variety of ways. Also, if you are a CPAP user and you need distilled water, keep a supply of that on hand. Because there have been times that the stores have been out of them for like months. And so if you have 4 or 5 gallons of that on hand, then, oh, sorry, I feel like, okay. I mean, these are like sitting so high. Um, if you have, a good amount of distilled water on hand, then you don't have to worry about um, the use for that. Um, Another thing that you could possibly think of for distilled water is to invest in your own little distillery. I think they run $100, $120 or something like that, but you can make your own distilled water. So that's an option too, to have that. But you still need to have the other water available in order to make distilled water. So, but just to have water on hand, I mean, that's a vital thing for life is water. So, do have all of that going on. Yep, you can buy a little still and make your own. Absolutely. Um, and tomorrow I'll be going to my optometrist and getting my other glasses double checked and stuff because I couldn't use them anymore. But um, that's true. Lots of bugs there. So, some of the things we have talked about, a lot on the herb series and stuff like that. So, if you're like wanting more in-depth things, so I'm going to kind of go through them real quick. And this is not by any means comprehensive. Um, it's just some things that are basic stuff that you can get a hold of very easily. But also know your own body, know what you can, what works best, what, um, you know, is most effective, what you have access to, what you can afford. Um, the different things because some people are allergic to some other things and all that kind of stuff. But and every season is different. Every area of the country is different. You have different bugs than this person does. And I mean, and every virus that comes along is a little different. Colds are a virus, so too. So I'm not saying like, oh, that old word. But anyway, some things that can really help. Um, well, the National Geographic actually says that the 7 main herbs to use are astragalus, echinacea, elder, mallow, or they call it marshmallow, but it's mallow, mullein, thyme, and pelargonium. I meant to look that one up, and I didn't have a chance to because I was late. Hey, Eli, how are you doing? So, pelargonium is a genus of flowering plants that includes about 280 species of perennials. So it's really a geranium. What's the difference between geranium and the shape of the flowers? Pelargonium, I know, Patty, you're probably going to set us straight here. Pelargonium pseudoides is an herb that has been used in traditional medicine in South Africa for centuries to treat infectious respiratory disease, dysentery, and diarrhea. The root extracts are used in Germany for the treatment of respiratory infections. So there's a new one to add to everything. Pelargonium. So, pelargonium. Right, pelargonium. Those are basically geraniums, but it's not a true geranium. Okay. So, pelargonium. Oh, good for you, Alicia. Yeah. So, I mean, it's been, you're marking me on the. Well, didn't I do that? Pelargonium. That should be right. Pelargonium. So, anyway. Then there's licorice root, stinging nettle, oregano, St. John's wort. Just a few of those are really, really good too. Of course, echinacea is the purpurea. It's known for its ability to enhance or strengthen the immune system. So, um, and some of these are just like so good for so many different things, like peppermint. And I've got like examples of everything here. So now I got a lot of my herbs. I like to use loose leaf and make my own teas. Just gonna headline: cold medicine shortages plague North Carolina. How perfect here, Gil. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yes. And I put in the notes below too a link for a company that you can get them. Now, I'm not sure about shipping and cost to Canada, but anyway, there's a couple different companies that I've used. One is Herb Co. or the Monterey Bay Herb Co. Let me see if I can see you here. There we go. Monterey Bay Herb Company, established in 1997. They're out of California. This is, I have another one that's a Frontier Co-op, member owned since 1976. So this is a whole bag of peppermint leaf in our lovely, friendly Mylar bags that we love so much. But so I just, I cut off a corner of this and then pour it into my jars that I'm using, and oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells so good in there. And then just seal it back up. But this is my peppermint, and this is 1 pound, and I've already taken a bunch out of this. So when you buy 1 pound for $6 or $7 or something like that, you get a lot. And this one is good until it says best by 2023. But I use peppermint a lot, so I do that. Your kids took golden seal and echinacea as children and never synthetic antibiotics. Karen, you're just amazing that you were doing it way back then. That's fantastic. Oh, good for you, Kiri. Yes, and that is, let me see. And Eli, you will be so proud of me because you are, anybody knows, he's like the dandelion king of growing. So I have this huge bag of dandelion leaf. It is, that's from Monterey Bay. Does it say how much it is? I think it's a pound. I don't know. It doesn't even feel like a pound. It feels like it's more like half a pound. It's so lightweight. But look at all that dandelion leaf. So, and it's organic, and it is 1 pound. There it is. Yeah, it's 1 pound. So, you can get little itty bitty bags if you want. It's like somebody will say, well, I don't need that much. Just get a, like a small bag like this. But this is 1/4 of a pound. But now this one is hibiscus mint tea. It doesn't look great, hibiscus mint. Yeah, hibiscus and peppermint leaf and stevia leaf. So you've got, I got some of these that were combinations that were really, really good for immune system and colds and different things like that. So yes, he cultivates. So that, it's like, so maybe I don't have all the combinations, but I've got one here that's just like really good, because hibiscus is really good for vitamin C, and then peppermint, and of course in there. So catch up this. Can you show the brand of peppermint? Oh, sorry about that. It's Frontier Co-op is where I got that one, and I don't remember if it was actually Frontier Co-op or if it was through another company, but it was, a good deal to get that. And again, that was a 1 pound bag. So it all depends on what you get. So, and then there's another one it can be like a good evening one when you have colds and stuff like that. It is a citrus chamomile herbal tea. And so it's got chamomile, orange peel, hibiscus petals, and fruit flavors. So a lot of things in there that not only help calm your system down, but also to give you that extra vitamin C if you need it. Now, peppermint, oh my goodness, peppermint does so much. It's just so great. It does a lot of things. So several echinacea can be used medicinally. Yeah. Use a different natives like the purple coneflower. Here in Canada, you have a bulk food store. Everything's in bins. Okay. A pinch to a pound. Oh, that's cute. Mountain Rose Herbs and Frontier Co-op are both excellent sources. Yep. Mountain Rose Herbs is going to be a lot more expensive. Julie at Heaven's Essentials kind of she told me about Monterey Bay Company and the Herb Co. and it is excellent. Here's another one that'll make a great tea. And so it's like I have a lot of combinations of herbs for teas around here so that, and certainly I can make these into tinctures if I wanted to, or even into like a cold or cough syrup. Certainly elderberries I make into syrup. I do have them as a tincture too. I've made my own tinctures with that. So this one's already down to about here. So I've got more jars already made and everything. But so I make my own elderberry tincture. But I also like to have teas, and sometimes you just don't want the same flavor tea over and over and over again. But so that's where, God gave us so many different things to be able to make, the herbs that are so multi-purpose that we can use over and over and over again for the same thing. But anyway, this one is hibiscus flowers. They're whole organic hibiscus flowers. And it's 1 pound. Look at that. Look at this baby. I mean, it's just like packed full. So I need to catch up on here. Sorry. Wrote a great book on this. Oh, Nicole Papillion. Thank you, Eli. That would be. You're right, Dave. Yep. And if I were to, I could reseal the bag and it would last longer. I could also put the peppermint or any of these, and I've done that before too, put them in like a half-gallon jar or something and vacuum seal it, and they last a lot longer too. Hey, Donna. Medicine Man, aka Meriwether Foragers. Okay, very good. Very good. Yeah, it's such a huge subject, and so the more information you can get, the better, and then you can figure out what works best for you and everything. So just for the Forager's Guide to Wild Foods. Oh, I'm really behind. Sorry, guys. Some hibiscus from the Innet store and some gooseberry. Ooh. But yeah, some of them are just like, like I want to blend some. Some of these are already blends, but then others I want to blend my own, like hibiscus and peppermint, certainly, different things. So your aunt has massage hibiscus touch. Cute. San Francisco Herb Company is another. Okay. Your mother said she remembers her mother saying all the kids out in the yard pick dandelion leaves for supper. Oh, just mention dandelions. Eli will just be grinning his ears off here. So what is the Latin name for For what? I know I'm behind here. So yeah, and and I know it takes a little bit of effort, but I find what works best for me is I pour water into the mug that I want to be using, and I put that in my tea kettle. And while that's heating up, I then fill my little tea thing. And I love this one the best of anything that I use because I do so many loose leaf teas, and so then I can just put it in. Even if it's only filled up to down here, that's fine. I just rinse it out and use it again. But then I can just put it in there, clip this on the edge of my mug, um, take it out, and then I could just discard the leaves when I'm done, compost them, and it's so I don't know. Everybody has their own little thing, but this is the one that I like the best. And usually, when you order these, you can get two of them in an order. Um, hadn't heard about Monterey Bay and Herb Co. Good to know about. Yes. Um, is chocolate mint expensive? Then I'm not sure. Freeze dry. Yes. There you go. Absolutely freeze dry them. Um, do I have a freeze dryer? Oh, Eli, do you have a freeze dryer? Yeah. Never mind. You're looking up. It was citrus chamomile. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was chamomile. And see, they'll even have the instructions on here too. Herbs. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. It says start with cold fresh water, preheat the teapot. Cooling of the water results in a weak brew. Use approximately 3 grams of tea leaves for 6 ounces of water. I don't know what 3 grams equals for. There's 113 grams for a fourth of a pound. So do the math. Use a ½ ounce of tea leaves per quart. For tea, steep 4 minutes. Brew herbal teas as black teas with water to rolling boil. Pour over tea or herbal. Do not boil botanicals when making tea. I don't know, kind of a mix of things here, but it's in Watsonville, California. They have a phone number on here too, but I knew you were going to be the one, Dave. I knew it. Chocolate is easy grow, grow in containers. It will take over your yard. Oops. Okay. So I'll put some of these back here. This one. And see, I actually got these this summer, but I knew now it's winter and it's time to pull these all out. I have a wild berry tea. Wild berry. And it's rose hips, elderberry, hibiscus, and fruit flavor. So again, many things there that are really, really power packed for colds and flus and everything. But rose hips full of vitamin C, elderberry, you know what that does. Hibiscus, so it does really, really good. So again, doesn't that look great? Ooh, it's good. I want to open all these to just smell everything, but I can't yet. So and then this one looks really good too. Oops. It's a cranberry orange tea. That color just looks so great. Rooibos. Not sure what that is. Rooibos. Rooibos. Cranberries, orange peel, hibiscus. So huge vitamin C pack there. There's hibiscus flowers. Whew, yum, yum, yum. Hibiscus mint. Got those. My dandelion leaf. A hawthorn berry. These are organic whole hawthorn berries. And I can add those to my tea. And hawthorn berry is really, really good for all kinds of ailments. I was looking it up and ran out of time. So So the citrus, it's a mix of orange peel and hibiscus. Yes, 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 yes. Um, Rooibos is the only true tea. Okay, Michigan Daffodil knows about that. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, Joe. Is that what that is? It's rose hips? Rooibos? Oh my goodness, I can smell this. It smells so good. Okay, so I have got enough tea here to swim me to around the world, I think. Another thing that you need for anything that is respiratory is mullein. And this is some mullein that I have. I've got more in bags downstairs because I bought a lot of mullein because I end up with a bit of respiratory stuff and it's kind of packed in here, but there we go. It's fluffing around. So my typical tea is really just peppermint and mullein is what I put together. But so I'm excited to get to some of these others. But yes, mullein is excellent, excellent, excellent for anything respiratory. Really, really good. So we've got the mullein, got my elderberry, my peppermint, all of my other vitamin C thingies. And other stuff there. The info is from Tea Research. Okay. And like I said at the beginning of this, it's like you need to find out what works best for you in your climate, in your area, in your for the different seasons and for your particular body makeup and the things that you get. So those are some of the things that you just have to figure that out. So, okay, so echinacea. I know I have some, but I didn't have it ready here. It must be in my supply downstairs. But so echinacea, a lot of people are growing it. It's purple coneflower. And so you can easily do that. It helps to shorten the duration of colds and flus. It stimulates your white blood cells and it increases your immune cells' abilities to destroy invading microbes. So they kind of kick a little bit of hiney there. Okay, thyme actually is an effective antifungal and antispasmodic that helps for sore throats and coughs. So it's also an expectorant. So if you're got a lot of junk in your lungs and stuff, throw a bunch of thyme either in your tea or in your eggs or something like that. You do that. So, oh, great. Oh, Grandma Karen, that's great. I love tinctures because, first of all, they're so easy to make. They're so easy to make. And then you can bottle up a whole bunch of them, just label them. I've got quite a few, but the elderberry tincture, and then that's the only one I have here that I made. Other tinctures I have, another brand that you could check out is Dr. Schultz's. Now this is an echinacea one. Can you see it okay? Echinacea Plus. Here's one for lungs. Here's another one that's called a Super Tonic Herbal Formula, and that's what does it have in here? White onion, Hawaiian yellow ginger root, horseradish root, garlic, and habanero pepper, as well as apple cider vinegar. So anyway, tinctures. Hey, Connie, that's funny. No worries, but yes, tinctures. Tinctures can either put droppers of stuff in your tea, your coffee, your water, whatever. I like, especially through the winter and stuff. I will use the elderberry tincture, and just even when I have my tall glass of water, I'll put a few drops of it in there. But then you can add it to, I also add it to my teas that I make. Um, you could also, it's just a little easier to have it that way and disperse it than you're not, because when I make it, it's with vodka and everything. So if you're taking a tincture right on your tongue, just putting it in there, it's a little bit strong, a wee bit bitter there. So it does help to, um, have something that it can kind of disperse in, and you still get it. Still do that. Um, you need to harvest echinacea after your patch gets a little thicker. Yes, it does need to mature for a few years before you can really start, doing that out there. Now, yeah, Dr. Schultz's is good, little on the spendy side, but, they're worth it. It's really, really good, and I actually had a subscriber send these to me and a couple years ago, and it really made a difference. She's like, I don't want to see you so sick. It was one of my pneumonia bouts and everything. So it was so sweet of her to do that. All right, St. John's wort. That's an antiviral, and it can inhibit influenza A and parainfluenza viruses, along with many other infections. So I did not know that about St. John's wort. I always thought St. John's wort was, like, people take it for, like, depression and different things like that. So had no idea that it was good for the flu too. So it's really, really, amazing. Michigan black walnut tincture. Told you take 1 drop a day. It helped your fibro. Wow! That's amazing, Michigan daffodil. Wonderful. Oh, Patty, how fun. I have not made mullein tincture yet, but that would be good. I've got so much loose leaf mullein that I kinda do that. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else, I mean, other than, these Dr. Schultz's, tinctures, I make my own from either from what I grow or from getting, my own, getting some organic herbs here and then steeping it into, in the vodka or whatever I use, and then making my own tincture that way. But, so it's just so much cheaper that way because you start buying your tinctures and, oh my goodness, they want a lot for it. That's good to know, Eli. That's great. Living Miracle Homestead, hello. How are you tonight? Mimosa is called a happy herb. Good for emotion. Okay, mimosa. That's very good. You can't take St. John's wort because your blood doesn't clot. Oh, okay. Yeah, aren't mimosas like the drinks that are so popular right now or something? That's the only thing I know about mimosa. You gotta get mullein for your stash this year. Oh, good. Very good. Living Miracle Homestead, I am doing well. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing well. All right. Garlic is another one to have on hand. Either, if you can eat fresh garlic, that's wonderful. Try to put it in as much as you can. Um, Chelsea at Little Mountain Ranch, she's so funny. She was like trying to get through a cold and she was doing a lot of fresh garlic. And she said, I guess I kind of ended up taking more than I thought I was because my husband said it's like it's coming out of your pores. He's like, you're reeking garlic. And it's like, oh, okay, maybe I need to back off a little bit. Um, so anyway, it was pretty funny. But yes, garlic. If you don't have a place that, if you're not growing garlic or you don't have a place to store garlic or anything like that, and you know you don't want to be buying a lot of garlic and just eating it fresh, you just can't do that or something, you can always do some garlic gel things, caps or something. So this one is like enhanced odorless type of thing, enhanced with parsley seed oil, soft gels. So anyway, you can always do something like that. That always works. Garlic is antiviral, anti-inflammatory, antifungal. It strengthens your immune system, kills a broad range of microbes. Very effective in fighting colds and flu viruses. It also functions as an expectorant. So ginger is another one. It's really effective for breaking a fever, relieving other cold and flu symptoms. It's antimicrobial. It kills the germs that causes sore throats. Did you know that ginger did? I wonder if that's why my mom always gave us ginger ale when we were kids. Did anybody else do that? Did your parents like give you ginger ale when you were sick? It was like, why are you giving me ginger ale? I mean, it was always good. It was a treat, but I was like, ginger ale. Oh, Connie, if they love garlic, they're gonna love you, right? Flat ginger ale. Oh yes, candied ginger. Ginger ale is a tonic when we had tummy issues. Yes, and pickled ginger. Bernard's ginger is made. Oh, yes, ginger ale when you're sick. It's supposed to help soothe a sore throat, so ginger will. Oregano is meant to relieve headaches, diarrhea, and coughs. Stinging nettle, as I mentioned earlier, it inhibits influenza A. Licorice root, I know I have some downstairs, but it inhibits a wide range of viruses, just kind of like a broad spectrum thing. Pickled ginger. Oh, yes. I do have a couple bags of candied ginger. I don't know if I can eat it anymore, but making their own ginger ale. It's on your list this year. I know. I have not tried that yet. So, okay, then elderberries have many antiviral properties. So, again, to shorten the duration of cold and flu. Astragalus, I mentioned earlier, it's a tonic and adaptogen. It boosts the immune system, fights viruses, bacteria, and inflammation. The roots contain compounds that stimulate the immune system, promote the formation of antibodies, increase the production of T cells, and boost the supply of infection-fighting white blood cells. So, catnip. Who'd have thought, right? Who'd have thought? So, catnip promotes rest, improves digestion, calms and soothes upset stomachs, stimulates your appetite, and contains antiseptic properties. Cayenne pepper. So, we go from catnip to cayenne pepper. That's used to enhance circulation, increase your appetite, aid digestion, improve energy levels, clear sinuses. That would do it. Induce skin cooling sweats. So between, what was it, the ginger to inducing, helping to break the fever, inducing sweats. So ginger and cayenne together. Ooh, that'd do it, wouldn't it? Induce cooling sweats in hot conditions and warm up in cold conditions. It can also be used topically as a counter irritant, bringing blood to the surface of the skin to relieve arthritis. Oh, well, I'm going to dunk my hands in some cayenne pepper then. Oh, that would be so good. Oh, I did not know that about cayenne pepper. You've used catnip for cramping muscles? Very nice. The historic freeze. I like that. Oh, yeah, lemon zest in there. Love ginger for stomach issues. Mac hates ginger. Some of it can get really strong, and I think it depends on how you use it and everything. Yeah. Oh, don't go out in the sunshine. I mean, yeah, I can believe it, Eli. Habaneros would. If it's hot out, that stuff gets so hot. Okay. Um, echinacea, garlic. What else do we have here? Yeah, ginger, peppermint. Again, some other things about peppermint. It treats a variety of digestive tract ailments. It relieves gas and stomach cramping, encourages bile production to aid in digestion, helps decrease nausea and vomiting. Can also be used to induce sweating, encourage wakefulness when ingested. Encourage wakefulness. So, in other words, don't take it at night. You're not going to sleep then. Don't put my hands on my face. Oh, that's true. I would not want to do that one, Connie. Oh, Michigan daffodil. That's so great. That's so perfect. People who live in hot climates use hot foods to help cool themselves. It just doesn't seem like that would work, but yeah, it does. It gets that body working to regulate itself, right? Um, Rosemary has been used medicinally to help alleviate muscle pain, improve memory, boost your immune and your circulatory systems, and promote hair growth. I won't name names, but that might be something somebody might want to use. Rosemary. Okay. And yarrow. Yarrow is traditionally used to treat wounds with the ability to lower blood pressure. This is yarrow. That's what dried organic yarrow looks like. Certified organic. Now, this is mountain rose herbs. So I've got a few from there. And this is a fourth of a pound. So 4 ounces. I mean, that's going to take me a long time to get through that. So, lowers blood pressure, reduces swelling and inflammation, fights infection, and stops bleeding. So it helps to combat fevers. So you've got like 4 or 5 things that'll help take fevers down. I wonder if Sean is still here. Did he leave? So when you sweat from peppers, it evaporates from your skin. It cools you off. So true. Essential oil consumed bitter, so you can make an infusion to use. Cranberry ginger ale at Christmas, very good. You know what? You could do, yeah, cranberries with some elderberries and hey, Eli, I didn't name names. I did not name names. You outed yourself right there. So, gooseberry is good for lowering blood sugar. Oh, okay. Very good. I think I didn't bring everything that I have, but I think I've shown you everything that I did bring out. So I've got, yes, I have a box full of stuff and then more. And yeah, I've got a lot of things here. So, you know, what you can do is, end up using your, if you want a different tea, have 2 or 3 teas during the day, but have different flavors of them. So it's not like the same old humdrum thing. It's like, oh, gotta have this tea again. It's like, I want to have the chamomile at night. I'm going to have the peppermint in the morning, different things like that. So mint basil tea. Ooh, that's good. That's so good. But cold in winter, I know. And Dave's field is getting a little bit sparse too. So, but see, I didn't say anything before. Um, can we obtain some of these spice dried, or do we have to grow it? These are all ones that I bought here. So, I mean, I do have peppermint plants have been growing. I've been a little lax the last couple years of really harvesting and doing that and everything. But yeah, so there are three different companies that I have here. One is Herb Co., Monterey Bay Herb Co., and I actually put their link underneath in the show notes. And then Mountain Rose Herbs is one. And what was my other one? The Frontier Co-op. And there's a whole bunch of others that, oh, that peppermint smells so good. Oh, yes, I want to get some tea now too. Oh, but anyway, you guys, our hour is over here. It's 7 or 8 hairs. uh, okay. Yes, if you can grow them, they're less expensive. So, I know. It just went so fast. It really did. But you guys, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you, all my moderators, for all of your help and your attention and everything. And I don't know, time just flies. That's true with good company. Absolutely. Um, and, it's just fun to start pulling out all these herbs and talking about them, all the different things that they can do and everything. So anyway, you guys have a fantastic week. Um, to stay healthy, stay warm, and we will see you next week. So take care. God bless. Always have hope. Love you all. Bye bye.